Hi YouTube, hi Facebook, and welcome to another episode of The Other Side of the Light. Today I want to talk to you about a lot of things, but first I want to talk to you about some of the changes you may notice as you start to lose weight. One of the first changes you're going to notice, there's no real way to put this delicately, your bowels. When you start to drink more water and your diet changes, your bowels are going to start to activate more. It's good that you're drinking more water and it's good that you're eating more fiber. But eventually your gut is going to say, all right, everybody out! But don't worry, it's a natural thing and it's a good thing. You're drinking more water and you're eating more fiber. Eventually, it'll all even out. Another thing you need to realize that's going to happen is you're going to have some emotional changes. And part of that's going to be due to your diet changing. You're going to be lowering your sugar, for example. So your moods may change. You may be more emotional one day. You may be angrier one day. You may be any number of things. It's hard to tell. But if you know someone who is trying to lose weight and they're going through the dieting process, have patience with them. They may need a bit more encouragement. They may need a bit more attention from you, or they may not want as much attention from you. You just gotta be able to play it by ear. Be flexible. Because they're going to be slightly different than they normally were. There's always a period that requires a certain amount of adjustment. For me, it took about a week or a little bit more for my stomach to get used to the new amount of food I was eating every day, because I was used to eating a lot more. But it took me a while for my stomach to get used to that. So I found a couple of cereals that I'm going to share with you that are very good. You can choose either one of them. They both have pros and cons, and let me share them with you, all right? This is a cereal called Kashi Go Lean. It has naturally sweetened fiber twigs, their words, not mine, soy protein grams, and honey puff cereal. This cereal is low in fat, only has 1 gram, 10 grams of fiber, hello, and 13 grams of protein. That's about as many grams of protein that are in your standard egg. How about sugar? Well, it has 6 grams of sugar, but it has a natural sweetness to it. And it has 30 grams of carbohydrates, which is pretty good, and 1 gram of fat, which is excellent. And for a cup of this, it's 140 calories. This is an excellent, excellent cereal. Tastes great, good for you. This second cereal is called Uncle Sam. Now it's kind of different. The ingredients in this are toasted whole wheat berry flakes and flaxseed. And because it has whole wheat and flaxseed, it's going to have a lot of fiber. In fact, it has 10 grams of dietary fiber, which is 40% of what you need for the day. It's a little bit higher in calories. It's 190 calories per 3/4 of a cup. But it has less sugar than Kashi. This cereal only has 1 gram of sugar. And while Kashi has 13 grams of protein, this cereal only has 7 grams. However, you can't go wrong with either one of these cereals. They're both excellent cereals. What I do is I take half a serving of Uncle Sam and half a serving of Kashi Goleen and I mix them up. So I get the natural sweetness of the Kashi and the flaxseed of the Uncle Sam. And in case you're wondering, these are not expensive. This one cost me about $4, and using half a serving a day lasts me about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And the same for this. This cost me about $4. So there are great cereals out on the market that won't break your budget and taste good too. So go out and get some.
Greetings from the Mantis. The total for our cross-country trip stands so far at 215 miles.
And now we come to the point in the show where we need to talk math. Don't get worried. I'm just going to talk to you about weight loss math. Now, there are 3 weight loss math items that you'll probably hear as you're getting healthier and losing weight. One is called a BMI. That's a body mass index. That's pretty simple. It's just a measurement that tells you the percentage of fat as opposed to the rest of your body. There are certain ways that you can get this measurement done. There's a device called a body mass index calculator. It looks like you're driving a steering wheel and you hold these 2 grips and it tells you your body fat percentage. Or you can go the more high-tech route. You go to a hospital and they immerse you in water. And because they know how buoyant fat is, they're able to tell through water displacement what percentage you have of fat. The second calculation is called a basal metabolic rate. This is really cool. The basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories you burn in a day doing absolutely nothing. Okay? They calculate this BMR based on things like your age, your weight, your height, whether you're male or female. And there are free calculators online that'll show you all of this stuff. And I'll have a site you can go on and find out your basal metabolic rate, your body mass index, and the other thing I'm going to talk about, free of charge. And it's real easy. You just plug in your information, height, weight, male or female, and click a button and it'll give you this information. Let me show you what I mean. Got this little computer here, and it is going to tell me my basal metabolic rate. Alrighty. Give me a second to log into it. Now, the last time I weighed myself, I was 415 pounds. So we're going to use that as a starting point. Your basal metabolic rate is going to change. When you get older, it goes down. When you lose weight, it goes down. All right. Now, I've put in my information, 415 pounds, my height, which is 5 foot 8 inches, my age, which is 39 years of age, and all the other pertinent information. Select basal metabolic rate, which is 3,250 calories. Now, when figuring out the calculation of your basal metabolic rate, it's also going to ask you what your activity level is. There's 4 different kinds. There's sedentary, where you pretty much do little or no exercise and you're sitting at a desk all day. There's light physical activity to where you're probably moving around somewhere on your job, it's a little physical, or you exercise 1 or 2 times a week. You have your medium activity level, which means you work a little bit harder and exercise a bit harder, longer, and then it goes to heavy. What I like to do is keep it on sedentary, just so I know bare minimum, how many calories I'm going to be burning.